Welcome back. You're watching On Point. Joining us now via Zoom is Joel Vega, the lead petitioner against the asylum bid of former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, and he joins us live via Zoom from the Netherlands. Joel, good evening in Manila. What time is it there now?
Yes. Good evening. It's around 1:45 in the afternoon.
Oh, it's almost 1 in the afternoon there in the Netherlands. So, Joel, let me start with this. What pushed you to initiate this signature drive against the asylum bid of former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque?
Yes, interesting question because, I don't want to go into politics or even go public. But then I realized last week that because Mr. Roque has been making statements that he had applied for asylum, I realized there's something off in this. So as a taxpayer of the Dutch government, I thought that I am entitled to use the democratic space to air my personal views. So I posted it in Facebook, knowing or expecting that maybe it would take maybe 50 of my friends to click on, and that's fine with me. But then it exploded, and I contacted 2 of my friends, and they helped me, shift the message to the platform change.org. And they are the ones who know the ins and outs of change.org because I'm not familiar with the platform. And it helped, reach a bigger audience, which really stunned me because I didn't realize that, people would jump into it and sign. So that to me is very surprising. The main motivation is to disagree with the claims of Mr. Roque because it is, to me, at least to my opinion, a twist of what is happening in real life and based on the facts that we know, everyone knows. So to me, this is a chance to counter what he has been saying all along.
And as we speak, the signature campaign via change.org has about 21,000 signatures at the moment.
Yes, yes. And we are thankful to all supporters, not only in the Philippines, but also in Europe, in the Netherlands, of participating in the debate. But we plan actually to maybe close it sometime in the weekend because we made our point. And also we give time for Mr. Roque himself to read the petition.
What is the value, if we would know, Joel, what is the value of that petition in change.org with about 21,000 signatures right now to the asylum application bid of the former presidential spokesperson?
Another interesting question, because the IND office or immigration officer in the Netherlands don't consider, the political noise surrounding a question of asylum. But it's not also entirely correct because most of the asylum requests are politically motivated. When I applied, when I give in the information to the IND early this week, I got a note that, they're not obliged to inform me. So that means it's a hint that, they make their own due diligence work. So it's important to know that the petition may or may not be considered.
Joel, apologies. There was a period there that I didn't quite understand. I hope you don't mind. You were saying that, did I catch this right, that the immigration office in the Netherlands, did you say reached out to you or you submitted some sort of, or you submitted the petition? Would that be correct?
No, I filed an information last Friday, and then they replied last Monday that I should course it through a digital form, and I did that. And then there is a note attached to the digital form that they may or may not inform me of the results.
I see.
And that's true because the information should only be shared with the one who requested for asylum. So in this case, Mr. Roque.
And you really went that far to file this, what you call information with the immigration office of the Netherlands. You went that far.
Correct.
What I'm trying to say is you just didn't post this on Facebook. Your friends helped you to put this in change.org, which now has 21,000 signatures. And you even went as far as giving a digital form/copy to the immigration office in the Netherlands, basically opposing this asylum bid of Attorney Harry Roque.
Yes, I did, because we had to do it the right way. I mean, from the perspective of the IND, they want it in digital form. So I followed the process, yes. And also, I forgot to say, I also mailed a printed letter, via the traditional post, an actual printed letter. So they could have it by now, because it only takes 2 to 3 days for the post to deliver this letter to the IND.
I see. Joel, maybe some people might be asking, meron ka bang personal na galit kay Attorney Harry Roque?
No, I didn't even know him. And also two of my friends who had been helping me in this petition don't even know him personally, I think. Uh, it's Our motivation is to use the democratic space and also let him respond, hopefully, to these questions. And I think uh, we all know that he has been in the Philippines before, and then all of a sudden we saw he came from Dubai and then to the Netherlands. The real question is here that is the timing. Uh, why is why is he asking for asylum at this point? Uh, and also, we know that he has evaded the congressional hearings. I think personally, if I were in his place, I would accept the challenge of the congressional hearings so that I can clear my name. But this is not happening. And if he receive asylum here in the Netherlands, maybe that wouldn't happen because he would stay here, of course.
Attorney Roque is crying political persecution. That is the reason for his asylum bid in the Netherlands. There were some parts of your Facebook post that I'd like to read out, which forms part of your petition. Basically, you're saying there's no basis to accept the asylum request of Mr. Roque, as there are no well-founded reasons for his claim of political persecution in the Philippines. You went on to say that the asylum application is a deceptive strategy for him to avoid any criminal proceedings, such as current investigations or potential legal filing of charges in the Philippines in connection with Mr. Roque's alleged links to Pogo. Joel, it just makes me understand and know that you are well updated with what is happening here in the Philippines. In fact, yesterday, I was able to speak to the Prosecutor General. His name is Mr. Richard Fadulyon, and I asked him about the complaint that was filed against Mr. Roque on the qualified human trafficking, because it is going to be the prosecution that will basically say if there's enough evidence to file this in court, and if so, it could possibly also happen that if it happens, that a trial court will issue an arrest warrant. So basically what you're saying right now is that what? He's evading that possible or escaping that possible scenario?
Yes, and I maintain my statements in the Facebook post and also in the petition, because at least in my opinion, in my perspective, there is a pattern of evasion. And that's what maybe pulled in the signatures, because they share my thoughts and concerns. Uh, as I've said, it would have been better if I were in the place of Mr. Roque to directly answer these allegations or questions, and in a platform that he's very familiar with, which is the Congress and the Senate. And he is a former congressman, so he knows how to deal with it. He's an international lawyer. He knows law much more than me, so he can easily answer these charges. My main concern is this, Pinky, is that in the Netherlands, there is an economic component to an asylum offer. And we as taxpayers also, contribute to that amount. My wish, we are open to asylum here, especially me, but it should go to one who is genuine, like for example, a pregnant woman from Ukraine or an orphan from Palestine. That would be a genuine asylum seeker.
Let me ask you, though, Joel, do citizens there have the right, or is it incumbent upon citizens there to question or raise their objections against anyone who they feel or deem not should not be accepted in any political asylum bid?
Yes, because the Netherlands is one of the most generous democratic space in Europe. They encourage people to speak up. They encourage people to demonstrate what they think is good. That's why we see the Duterte camp, uh, the Dutch Filipinos who live here who support Duterte are in Malieveld in Den Haag. That's like the Liwasan Bonifacio of the Netherlands. They are there and they are making a lot of noise. And also, maybe I could add, that's one of the reasons why I was triggered to speak up, because I thought no one seems to be speaking from the liberal democratic forces, and I thought maybe I should pick up the slack, to maybe I should do it myself, because kung maghihintayan tayo, walang kikibo.
Hindi ka naman kinakabahan, Joel, dahil nga sa mga tao din dyan who support the former president, and here you are basically saying that Harry Roque should not be here.
Well, there are many. There are also substantial numbers of who are calling or giving support to the former president and to Harry Roque, and it's only through this petition that I realized that there are also voices like me. So what we see now is a replication or a repeat of what we've seen in the social media sphere, and also what is happening in the Philippines. So that's a bit sad. But polarization is inherent in democracies, and for me, what is my priority is to ask the right questions and also criticize, the views that has been floating around. Unfortunately, Pinky, I haven't heard, a valid argument from the Duterte camps. In fact, my Facebook feed now is swamped, with aggressive comments from the Duterte camp. I didn't erase them or delete them because I know everyone should see what is being put out in social media.
What was, if you could share, what was the worst comment that was said on your social media account?
Yes, fortunately, it wasn't as bad as in 2016, I should say. Because in 2016, there were even threats of, we will follow you and we will, kill you, whatever. So that was maybe my preparation in 2016, which is more than 7 years now. The last 2 days, the threats were a bit milder. They were just saying, "Oh, you bastard," or four-letter words. And so my friends, two of my friends who helped me, okay, Joel, prepare for that. You know how this works. I said, okay, I'll try. So marami pong banta and mura. So yeah, as a human being, of course, you get intimidated, and you woke up one morning. I woke up on Monday, I think, with my feed, crawling with hate messages. So it is sad because it's like a lot of noise and no one seems to be winning, in the noise. So I try to make it neutral, try to make it more rational.
As a last question, Joel, would you know the process by which this application is going to proceed? Would there be a particular time frame by which a decision will be rendered on a particular asylum the bid of Attorney Harry Roque?
Yeah, from what I read from previous news articles on asylum requests, it used to be 6 month wait, but they changed it to 9 months, and I think it's now like a year. The problem here in the Netherlands is that there are so many asylum claims, and ang haba po ng pila. So there is a backlog. It will take time. According to Mr. Roque himself, as soon as the Dutch IND receives its copy, it cannot be repatriated or returned to the Philippines, be extradited. I'm not sure about that because I'm not a lawyer. I think the lawyers would know how that works. So maybe the longest scenario could take a year, or maybe it could take less than a year. I'm not sure.
Joel, I'd like to thank you again for joining me this evening, Mr. Joel Vega. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much, Pinky.
And that's On Point. Join us again tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. I'm Pinky Webb. Thank you for watching.